Yo, what's up, boys? Keith with Sports Betting Across America here. Guys, I got a free Taco Tuesday strategy over here on Prizepicks. Now, I've made videos like this before. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit subscribe. And in my humble opinion, this is the best way to try to take advantage of these tacos. So let's get right into it. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit sub. You can also head over to winnable.com/SBAA. Sign up for my free plan early. You get all my picks early before the crowd gets them. And this does matter, guys, because by the time I get done filming this video and stuff, like you would already had it at your fingertips. So most of the time. So let's get into it. Let's head over here to Prize Picks. So we have a baseball talk right here. We got Cole Reagans against the Tigers. It's probably a decent taco. I mean, they're giving us a 1.5 strikeout off, and he's a lefty, so I haven't been in tune with baseball in the last couple months, so I'm not going to pretend to give you an opinion on how the Tigers are doing against left-handed pitching, but this is a stud, and Price Pick sucks because they never tell you if it's on the road or if it's at home. If this is at home, I'd really like it, but on average, tacos hit like 77% of the time, so every 4 times pretty much out of 5, you're going to get this to hit, and I think one of the best strategies that you can use is to stack a duo and go for 5x, because if we stack 3, I mean, if it's all correlated, so let's just use this for an example. We're going to go down here to passing yards at college football. I have an NFL duo. I'll give you guys two, actually. We're going to take Alec Bowman from OKS, right? He's been smashing this year. So they get Utah. Now, Utah, let me pull these stats up over here real quick. Utah was they're actually ranked pretty high in defense, but really haven't had any competition yet. The other thing I discovered about Utah looking at the injury report here is they're going to be down 2 starters in the secondary most likely, and it would appear that maybe 2 linebackers as well. So in their back 7, they could have 4 guys missing. I think I lost the game over here on my big monitor, but oh, here it is. Okay, yeah. So the other thing too is, they're going to get Cam Rising back, which is a big deal. And they've been playing really slow with Zach Wilson's little brother as the backup. But Utah, I think they're going to play quicker. They were playing faster with Cam Rising at quarterback. They've been saving him for this game. They could have probably played him last week, but I think they were saving him for this one on purpose. And Oklahoma State has a serious defensive problem. So when you add it all up, you have a total of that's been going up. It opened at 52.5. Now you're getting it at 54.5, I think is the best line on the market. So between Utah's defensive woes, the fact that they should be playing at a faster rate, or their defensive injuries, I should say, Oklahoma State's defensive injuries, the fact that Oklahoma State's passing the ball on 57% of their plays already, the fact that Oklahoma State is 10th in the nation in pace as of right now. This leads to me, Bowman's hit this in every single game this year, so this one and up. And we're getting a discount right here at this opening line because of the fact that it's Utah. Utah, great defense in the Big 12, right? They're who I picked to win the Big 12 this year. So I really like Bowman, and what I would do, if you wanted to go the trio, you could, but let me show you why I think it's best to do the duos. So Presley's number is pretty high. This is like his target leader. What you got to understand about Presley is he's very low ADOT. I could pull up the stats. I probably should have had that prepared, but you can see he's gone under actually this number. This is a big number for him because he's only getting passes that are like 6 yards. He's like the little, underneath guy, right? This to me is the guy you want, Rashad Owens. This is the one that gets the downfield targets. He could literally get this on a couple catches. Now, he hit it in his first 2 easily. We're getting a serious discount because he had a bad game last year. This is a misplaced line right here, I'm telling you. See how it's at 43? They want you to get 45. This is a mistake. So this is my duo. And if I was going to go a second one, I'd probably still avoid Presley and maybe go Stribling. But watch what happens. This is going to pay you 5x. If you add this on, it's only going to pay you, well, it is 8.5. So I thought it was 8 for some reason. 8.5 is not bad. I mean, we were getting 10 last year doing the same strategy, but your chances, I think, of hitting are better with the duo. And so just like imagine the taco doesn't exist, right? Because this is hitting 4 out of 5 times. So 4 out of 5 times you set this with the taco. If your duo hits, you're gonna make 5 extra money. Now most of y'all can get 25 down. What I would do is I'd just go, half a unit on it, or half of whatever you can put in, 1250 to get 6250. Now I'm scared to even hit this because I can show you guys, they won't even probably let me get that down. But the other thing is I'm not allowed to bet on player props here in the state of Tennessee. I'm a little in shock that this is even here right now because lately it's kind of been hit or miss. Like Prizepicks has been showing it sometimes, and then sometimes I can't even see it at all. But let's see what it actually says because I think it thinks that I'm like not in arena mode right now or something. Definitely a power play. We're not flexing this, but I like this Bowman Rashad Owens with Cole Reagan's taco. If you missed that taco, just do it on the next one. But let's see what this actually does. It kind of sucks if it takes away my lines. It says game mode is not allowed for your current location. Okay, so now it put me into the arena league. Let's see if it takes it. The maximum lineup when using this discount is $5, guys. That's because Prizepicks limits me because I beat them for so much money last year. So let's see if it actually takes this. I think they're just going to avoid it if it even works. Okay, your lineup cannot be used on the leagues in college football. So that is new. That's what I expected. The fact that I can still see it, I'm thankful for, so I can make content about it with you guys. Looks like yeah, see, they just took it away. If we refresh the page, let's see what happens. Yep, see how college football literally just disappeared? So I have to trick Prizepicks. I have to sign out, make them think I'm not in the arena league. They don't ping my location right away, but that sucks, man. I can't even show you another play. So if you wanted to build an NFL duo, I have one for you if they have the lines up. Let's go over here to passing yards. And this is a correlated play, guys. These are just math plays. If you just come in here and you say, oh, well, I think this guy's going to have a good rushing day. And you take Breece Hall, and then you say, oh, I think Jonathan Taylor's going to have a good rushing day. That can work short term. But if you're talking math, if you're talking how to correlate, this long term, you may lose 5 of these in a row. But overall, at the end of the year, you're going to win more of these than you are just picking 3 running backs from 3 different offenses to do 3 different things that you're asking for. So what we're going to do, I'm very impressed with this team so far. It looks like maybe they're on Monday Night Football next week. Oh, here he is. So you're getting Derek Carr and the Saints here, okay? Now he's barely gone over this this last game, and he didn't need to against the Panthers. They're catching Philadelphia. I believe this is in New Orleans, actually. Let me look that up real quick while we kind of talk about this. But I'm very impressed with what Clint Kubiak has done. He is a Shanahan tree. His dad, Gary Kubiak, spent a lot of time with Mike Shanahan. That's where all these like concepts come from. And they were running like literally no motion, no pre-snap, like anything last year, dead last in the league. Into this year, they're actually running more than teams like the Niners, which is pretty insane. I'm looking for that game, guys. I'm not seeing it. Eagles, Saints. So it is in New Orleans. They're blitzing teams. They're not even taking their foot off the gas. Philadelphia is going to be the most competitive team they've played so far. They're catching them on a short week. I still don't believe in Philadelphia's secondary. You watched it last night. That was just a fucking egregious what they let Atlanta do in the last minute of the game. That was so painful, and it cost us a lot of money on the VIP. It didn't cost us a lot of money, it cost us a lot of winnings. So I would take Carr, and then you can pick whoever you like more. I mean, I know Shaheed's been getting a lot of downfield targets, but Olave is still the one. He barely went over last game. He went over by about 17 yards. But Shaheed, you're getting at a 45.5 line. The way they're using this guy downfield, I mean, I think this is the play, guys. I think this is a really good duo right here. And this one they should let me lock in. Now, let's do, since I got you guys here anyways, let's try this at 1250 because you guys can spend you can spend 25 bucks on a taco, I believe. So it's, just to kind of show you guys again. Let's see if it actually takes this. All right, so I can only spend 5 bucks on these. 5 bucks per taco, guys. So I like this one. I'm gonna lock this in. We just took it, and then what I'll do is I'll show you guys. If I were you guys, I'd put half a unit on that or 1250, and then I'd come over here. Let's get another one. Let's reuse players, take these 2 out, and then let's come over here and let's find another duo. A lot of these quarterbacks just have not been passing for yards. I think Caleb Williams has a solid chance this week to go over against the Colts. The Colts have been kind of bad defensively, and I thought they'd be a lot better. They've been giving up a lot of rushing production. Anthony Richardson's definitely gone over this twice, and I do think Chicago, they have Jalen Johnson. He's a really good corner, but I do think overall they're going to be like a run funnel. So that's or a pass funnel. Like they're going to be good against stopping the run. So that's something we could look into. Sam Darnold most likely is going to have the ability to easily hit this against Houston. I think this will be a very competitive game. He went over pretty well against my Niners last week. Still got to 208, and that was without throwing like at all in the second half. So you know what, guys? I think that might be the play. There was a lot of moments in that Bears game the other night against Houston where, if Caleb was a little more experienced, if his receiver stopped dropping balls. But Justin Jefferson, in my opinion, is still the best receiver in football. He didn't have the greatest game last week because if you would have taken away that 97-yard TD, it's a whole different game for him. But I do like that duo. Let's see if we can find something we like better though before we lock that in. Looking around the league here, this is a pretty big number for Baker. I don't know if that game is on the road or not. Let's take a look here. Broncos. Okay, so that is in Tampa actually. Andy Dalton is starting for the Panthers. Wow, this is an upgrade, guys. I actually have a little faith in. Um, I, I don't know if Bryce got hurt or he got benched. I need to look into this. This is news to me. Uh, I'll tell you what, this is an upgrade. And against the Raiders, I mean, their defense has been playing pretty good, but Lamar got there this week, and Justin Herbert really didn't have to do a lot in week 1. But I'll tell you what, man. Like if Leggett and Deontay Johnson got dropped this week in your fantasy league, they could be like instant fantasy contributors all of a sudden with Andy Dalton. I kind of like that. We're gonna look into that. Um, Kyler against Detroit, probably a really good bet. I mean, Marvin Harrison Jr. popped off, but I also like the fact that Trey McBride really got involved after that. Um, I think that's either one of those you could go with, Kyler with McBride. Mahomes hasn't been getting there, man. Let's see if Dak is playing at home against the Ravens or if this is in Baltimore. This is in Dallas. This is usually a really good bet, guys. Dak at home, it's very easy to back him. They were so bad last week. You got to think they're just I don't know. You know what that game reminded me of? It literally reminded me of when Green Bay came in there and blitzed them in the playoffs. It was just over before it started. They fell down a couple scores and they became one-dimensional again. I don't think this team can run the ball. So, Dak should hit this more often than not because they're playing well, but because of sheer volume. You know, I think this is probably a pretty good bet. Just going Dak and Lamb at home. Lamb barely hit. Let's just type his name in here. Lamb barely hit this week, and now you're getting him at a discount. So this would probably be another one. Once again, I can't. They won't even let me do it at 5. You guys know I'm limited. But watch, I'm limited to 5 a taco too. It's not like I can just use this twice. There you go. The max lineup when using this discounted projection. Guys, when you're as good at setting these DFS lineups, this is why I have to charge money for my VIP, because I literally gave up my day job to go all in on gambling myself, and it hurts when somebody like this, where I've punished them for being too good. It hurts my income because I can't get real money down on their site anymore. So I have to look for alternatives, and I have to sell VIP picks. And I feel great about doing it because I have a community. I have a lot of guys that believe in what I'm doing. And that's why I try to give you guys deals whenever I can. The one just expired, so maybe I'll cook up something probably not quite that good, but something in the near future. But this is the best way to use taco strategies. Once again, because this, just pretend it doesn't even exist. All you need is a duo, and you're not allowed to do this. Like if the taco wasn't there, you couldn't set this lineup because they're on the same team. So this is a very correlated strategy. Over time, I think it will work, guys. That's all I got for you today. Make sure you sub to the channel. I do appreciate all the support, and I'm going to have a lot of content dropping. Some against the spread stuff, a lot of DFS videos this week. Probably the most content I'm ever going to drop. So definitely hit sub, hit the like, drop comment on the video. Let me know if you like this idea, because I'm telling you, I think it's the best. I think it's the best thing you can be doing with these tacos. Peace.